Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for joining. We're going to continue doing some ephemera today for our butterfly journal. I will need to make a couple of slanted pockets. That's what I was going to do. Forgot. So we're just going to do that. Finish those up because I knew that I had decided I was going to make some slanted pockets, but I forgot from day to day. And so I just glued book pages together and just, lined the ends up on a diagonal and just cut them. That's all I did. Make a little slanted pocket. When we put it on, we'll just glue here and here. Be a little cute little pocket on the page. And put a little bit of butterfly bits on it. That came in that package that Nilda sent me. And I think a few of them are from Tim Holtz ephemera packs. Which one I do not know. I could not tell you. I just dumped all of my Tim Holtz packs into a container and just rummaged through them. That's pretty much what I do. So I dumped them all in there and just looked through them. So let's see. I think that needed to be there. Just trying to get an eyeball on where I needed to put it. We're going to do that. We're going to finish up our tags. Get toppers on them. And cut these journal card bits. Eat those. And I think tomorrow we'll, I got to scoot this chair up. I can't sit back that far. I'm sitting about a foot away from the table just, because I was afraid to move my chair. Got the email today that my new chair was finally sent, and so hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. I can't wait. So this one will be moved over on the other side of my room, be dedicated as my working printing chair. I'll sit in it while I watch TV and print and stuff like that, because it doesn't matter if I'm being lowered up and down and out while I'm doing that. I'm just sitting there printing my stuff off of Etsy or whatever, what have you. Running fussy cuts through my scan and cut. That's what I do on the other side of my table over here. Now I've got a mint green chair. I say it's mint green. My kids say it's blue. I'm like, no, that's mint green. It matches the rest of my mint green stuff. It's, So, but yeah. So so my room is pretty much like pink and teal or pink and green. So those chairs will be added into my, I'll have those as TV watching chairs, because most of the time my kids come over, they come in here. Because this is where I'm at on the weekends most of the time. Printing off something, or, whoops, about broke his wing. Or trying to figure out some way to fix a journal or a book or something. I'm always trying to figure out something in here. New ways to do stuff. So usually I'll try it out at least once and be like, oh, that did work. Let me see if I can redo it on camera now. Most of the time, those don't kind of work out that well. When you turn the camera on, it's a whole different story. It always seems to be anyways. Let's see. I hadn't heard of what's on sale this week at the Hobby Lobby. I hadn't even paid attention. I ain't even looked at it. Had time to, or anyways. So, I don't think I'll be going there this weekend. My baby girl really, really feeling bad today. She's losing her voice. I just had a coughing fit because I couldn't find my inhaler. I thought I had it in my purse. Did not. It was on my nightstand and fell underneath the edge of my bed. And I was freaking out. So then I had a coughing fit. And now I'm sounding like I'm halfway sick. But I don't feel sick. Just one of them where I had to use the inhaler. And you know, that kind of a little harsh on your throat from time to time. Yeah, I have the allergies because it's been so hot and humid here. Oh my goodness. Just like I'm over it, you know. Fall can come on whenever it wants to. I'm so done with this hot, humid weather. I can't breathe when I go outside. If I'm outside for longer than, you know, a walk to the car that's already been running for 10 minutes with the air conditioner in it, or I can't breathe. You know, it's awful. Which, you know, that's the way it is at the end of summer. You had that 1 week last week, you know, it was in the 70s and just lovely and wonderful, and, you know, and then fall's like, well, I'll see you later, you know. And this week, like every day, we've had like the opportunity for a shower, and it's thundered and lightning and stormed all the way around us. We have not seen not the first drop of rain, but we got a flood advisory for us up until sometime over in the nighttime tonight, because up across the line in Virginia, they are getting rain, and that river runs right by, you know, behind us at our house. So our area got a flood advisory because of that. And I'm like, we didn't even get no rain. What the heck? But, you know, like I said, rivers run, you know, it runs downstream, so we're gonna get it. I'm gonna get a new wipey wipe because I dropped that on the floor. Now, usually on my corner pockets like that, I don't put a pull on it. There's really kind of no need to. So you'll put them in and stick your tag in like that. I probably could have made them a little bit more substantial, but I really didn't want them any more substantial than that. So I think they'll be just fine and dandy that way. And by substantial, I'm talking, you know, like a little, maybe a little wider. I could have made it a little wider pocket. But like I said, I got a few smaller tags that I was wanting to put into these. I think I got like 4 smaller tags that I was thinking about using these kinds of angle tags for, because my other tags are about the height, or other pockets are about the height of those tags actually. So I didn't think that would be good for them. I'm so sorry, y'all. With the bronchial mess. Look, I just daubed my finger. I completely missed it. I held that out and daubed my finger. Knucklehead. But yeah, the bronchial mess is getting me. So what goes on, I don't know, like in our area where it's hot and humid, the humidity is what really gets us people that has like any kind of bronchial issues. Like I have chronic bronchitis, so I have a puffer. If I go in the like cold areas or what have you, it'll I call it a puffer. It's an inhaler, but so when you go into cold areas, like I go into my walk-in at work, and it just hurts my chest just to go in there. Like I can feel it just squeezing up. So, and then I'm trying my best not to use it no more than I have to, because I'm so afraid that I'm going to get to a point of where I use it too much. And this may be just me being crazy, but I'm like, if I keep using it and using it, then I'm going to get to a point where I have to have it all the time, you know. I don't know if it makes your, you know, if you use, I'm feeling like if I use it so much that I'm going to get reliant on it and I'll have to constantly have it all the time. Does that make sense? Like it'll weaken my bronchial tubes worse than what they are, if that's it, if that's even a thing. But I'm afraid the more I use that inhaler, the more I'm going to have to use it. And that's irritating to me. Because I really don't want to rely on the inhaler the rest of my life. But I think that's what I'm going to have to wind up doing. And if, with my history and my family, with lung issues, asthmatic, my grandmother on my father's side, she had emphysema. So I'm kind of worried about that setting in. And she passed very early. I mean, she was, I think, like 54, 55, I want to say. She was fairly young and passed due to complications with her, I just said the word and now I can't think of it. Anyway, she passed very fairly young, you know. See, that needs a better flow on it. I don't really think so. I think I'm just going to put toppers on these and we'll be fine. But yeah, she had to have an inhaler. And that's where I get the puffer from. Because that's what she called it. My grandma did. On my daddy's side, she called her inhaler a puffer. So that's why I call it a puffer. I'm like, I need my puffer. Where's it at? But yeah. And she passed when I was fairly young. I think I was, I think I want to say 5th or 6th grade. Somewhere in that area age. Yeah, I remember her, but I didn't remember, like, knowing her. You know, like, you know, I remember her and going to her house. And her always doing gingerbread houses and stuff at Christmas. And, you know, Thanksgiving, you know, I remember going down to her house. Well, we used to go to her house every Sunday for dinner, like the whole family, you know. And then, you know, like families, the grandkids got older, you know, people, the teenage kidders got older, you know, the grandkids started getting married and this and that. But after Grandma passed, we didn't go to Grandma's. You know, there wasn't a Grandma Sunday dinner anymore. You know, like my oldest uncle on my dad's side, all of his family lives like on 100 acres off of Highway 77. So they all have like, they're all there together, like all their houses, like him, the 3 kids and their families, and then their kids' families are, you know, have places there. And he bought it like that because that's, you know, what he wanted. He wanted his, you know, the family compound, basically. And I want that for me and my children, which I don't think that'll ever happen because my kids don't have interests like I do, you know, which is my fault, basically, because, you know, when they were small, I mean, they helped their grandmother on their father's side garden and stuff like that. But we didn't have a garden at our house when they were small. We did when they were very, very small. I mean, they weren't able to, you know, barely walk. The oldest one was it when I had a couple years of gardens, and then that throughout their childhood they helped their grandma on their father's side do gardening work and stuff like that. But now, like Autumn, she will help me because she knows I got a bad back and that, and she'll help me clean out the beds and stuff like that. She's helped me do that and get ready for planting, as far as, you know, and she likes doing, you know, the gardening work and stuff like that, and how things grow and stuff. But she's not big into it, you know. I mean, she don't mind helping, but she don't, it's not her favoriteest thing. And I think really the only reason she helps me, or as much as she did, is because she knew I was feeble, basically, you know. And then I think after that spell I had where I had the issue where I was out there and passed out, and had the I don't even know if it was a heat stroke, sunstroke, or just heat exhaustion that day. But ever since then, she kind of would not let me go outside by myself. I know I'm gonna need to get a drink, y'all. Goodness. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock y'all for a loop when I step back now. I'm just getting really choked up this evening, it feels like. And which, you know, by this evening, it is almost 4 a.m. in the morning. Because I was sitting here watching a movie after I ate. I got interested in watching a movie. I hadn't filmed a video yet. I was like, nope, I gotta film a video. At least, you know, tomorrow when I get on here, I can get my journal sewed into its cover. And we can place the pockets in that and hopefully get it decorated. I mean, you know, it's really, once we put the pockets in, all we gotta do is place the tags. Should be, have this one done tomorrow. Or on Sunday's video. What's today? Well, I'm shooting this Friday night, so this will be y'all's Saturday's video. So yeah, we should have this done and decorated after tomorrow. Or by tomorrow. And then I think Sunday I'll sew the signature in the other one, because on a Saturday I plan to print that the tall skinny journal that I'm going to use for the tags and journal card bits in the other one. I think I'm gonna wind up, I'll print that, because I bought it yesterday, or paid for it on Etsy. I just hadn't had the time to print it out yet. So I think I'll do that. So I gotta go work a couple hours tomorrow evening and a couple hours Sunday. Sometime Sunday. So to be quite honest with you, I think I'm gonna go work tomorrow evening at close, so I can get, you know, most of my day at home that I need and want to get done printing wise in my craft room done. And then I don't know, I might wake up, go in regular hours and just work a couple hours, because I know what I'm going to do. I'll wind up getting in there. If she gets busy, I'm going to wind up staying and working the whole daggum night instead of taking a day off. And then I'll wind up getting run down. So, you know. But I am scheduled for 2 hours Sunday. So This will be, I took both my weekend days off last weekend. That was the first time in almost 2 months that I've took both weekend, that I've had both weekend days scheduled off, and I actually got to be off. The first time in 2 months. So I've been working either 6 or 7 days a week. I'm just getting run down. And then, you know, the flip-flop of the schedule. You know, like all of this week I closed. And all next week I'm scheduled to close. But, you know, the 3 weeks before I had to open 2 days and close 3 days. And then go in and work split shifts 2 days. So, didn't make no sense. And a lot of it is just mainly to make sure that people are doing their jobs. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to give up my personal time to come in here to make sure a grown person is doing their job. For when you have video cameras, you can sit there and pull it up whenever you feel like. And you can call the store and tell them, hey, quit sitting there doing nothing, or quit, you know, go do your job. Because I would. I mean, I really would. And, you know, yeah, I don't know. They make the job a whole lot harder than what it is, you know. And then, I don't know, my suggestion was that we do have a meeting and explain to everyone just what all it is that I do there. You know, so when they come in the mornings and there's nothing to stock, there's nothing to clean, you know, and they're like, well, Lori's done everything. Yeah, well, guess what? I did. You know why? Because I worked my hind end off the night before and done it. So by the time you actually get busy on your shift around 11 or 12, and you don't go stock your cooler, and you don't go stock your drinks for, you know, when you leave your shift, and I come in, you know, and then you're like, oh, I got busy. I hadn't had time to go stock the cooler. Well, you need to go do that before you leave. You know, because when I come in, I'm expecting to walk in, you know, the store. It don't have to be spotless, fully stocked or all that, but, you know, it shouldn't be whole shelves worth in a cooler that's empty of drinks that we sell, and it's 90, 100 degrees outside. You know, what am I going? How am I going to make any money selling stuff that ain't there? You know, and you can't get them to understand that. So my suggestion is to him today that we have that meeting and just explain to them, you know, hey, look, Lori does all the stuff you all do, plus all the stuff that Amit does on a nightly basis. And then also Lori does all the stuff that, you know, the truck orders and runs the shift. Actually, I was running 2 registers the last 2 nights. If somebody'd have a card and we're paying with the card, I'd take the next person on the line on the other register just to keep the line moving. I mean, I really was, because we were that busy both nights. Last night and Thursday night. So, then he's wanting me to start watching videos for him. I'm like, I really don't have that time. I don't have time to do that on my shift. I really don't. If you want things stocked and clean, and I can't do that. I don't have time for that. I really do not. You know, I could come in or stay over, what have you, and do it. But as far as trying to do it throughout my shift, I can't do that. Cannot. 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. We got 3 for the front and 3 for the back. That is awesome. But, yeah. So, I don't know. I know I fuss too much about my job, but right now I'm just tired. I am tired. I really am. I'm just a little more perturbed and ill that I gotta work the next 2 days and can't get like a whole day off break from it. You know, that's what irritates me. I'm just like, you know, I do need a break. And I've been working for going on 9 months without pretty much, you know, just maybe 1 or 2 days off here and there. And it's wearing on me just a little bit. I mean, I'm not even going to try to lie about that. And I told him, I said, maybe I do need to just take a weekend off again. Just, and then he puts the new schedule out, and I'm scheduled. It don't say what time. It just says 2 hours Sunday, so I can pick and choose the 2 hours that I want to work. So I thought about, you know, oh, don't stick to it. So I thought about sleeping about as long as I could tomorrow, and then seeing if I couldn't. That's going to be too long to put in that cutter. I'll have to use this one. Seeing if I couldn't go in and work to, you know, my 2 hours tomorrow, work them like the last 2 hours before closing, and then go in the next day and do my 2 hours so I get open. So then I will sleep, still be on the same night schedule, and get my video work done too, and my printing that I need to do for my own personal stuff, you know. So yeah. And I told him, I said, you know, I have a online stuff that I do that is very important to me. And I really don't like missing doing that. I don't like having to, you know, not do a video or work on my crafty stuff. I don't know. So his, oh, I didn't round them because I didn't round none of the rest of them. I am going to round this though. I was like, as soon as I find it, I don't know why I'm hunting for it. It's in the same spot. I put it where it goes. Oh, that ain't going to work because it's wet, knucklehead. You know that. Stop messing with it. I mean, you literally just glued it. You know it ain't going to cut. Just put some decorative bits and stuff on it, lady. Let's see. Of course, all my butterflies charmy stuff is down here on the bottom. I didn't pull my little side tables over tonight and have these lined up here beside of me, just because I was like, I'm not going to shoot a very, very long video. I just wanted to get a few things done. I wanted to get me a few bits and bobs done. And then this one I think I am going to put in the tall, skinny one. Let's see. I had some paper bits. Now I'm going to move all this stuff to get to where I want to get. These is what I'm hunting. I'm hunting these right here. I don't really know about putting that on there. Okay. I don't really want to put that on there. I do want, because they were several pages on that had, you know, just like collage type papers. So I was wanting to do some kind of collage bit on here, and I really don't know how I'm going to do that. So let's try our best to see what we can do. Because there's some bingo stuff. And there's, I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff on this. So I I was just going to see if I could ink around them a little bit to give them a little bit of dimension, not a whole bunch. I just wanted to, you know, put some little collage bits, you know, on it. Not layered it up or what have you, but, you know, just some more square bits that have, you know, kind of like sayings and stuff on them. Oh, see, like this, it has whatever these are. What is that? The leisure bits. Knucklehead. Yeah, you can tell it's getting late. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm just trying to mimic some of the backgrounds, basically, that are in the papers themselves. Is what I'm attempting to do. So I thought it would be cute to do kind of like a collage type thing on the open bits. And you can still write on it. I'm not putting a whole bunch on it. Because see, this is more of like the front side, basically, because it has, you know, all of the floral bits here. But see, look, this is all writing space on the back. So that's why I'm wanting to do the collagey bits on this side to try to make it go a little bit more with the papers, more or less. This grid looking thing here would work too, because that kind of looks like one of the background pieces. Trying to concentrate so I don't mess this up. I'm just going to put that right down here, actually. A little something that goes like long ways here. Here we go. I think that would work, like right here. I don't want to cover up a butterfly though. If I have to, I'll scoot it down a little bit, and it'll be just fine and dandy. Yeah, see, I want to put something like that. I was thinking about putting these on it, but I need to put, you know, kind of at the edge here, because like I said, it is going to be, you know, this is going to be the writing over here. So I don't want to, there we go, something like that. The good thing is these, I'm trying to use some stickers that aren't as puffy, if that makes sense. I really hope that, so I've noticed that when I'm doing tags and stuff like that, that I really need tall tags. You know, something over, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. You know, I really need like 6, 7 inch tags a lot. So I'm hoping that, oh, I'm going to put that on there. Oh, no. So I'm kind of hoping that someone in the digital world has something like that. I've been hunting and hunting and hunting, and I cannot find, like, every time I look, I'll type in and look for like tall tags, and it'll come up with this set that's like what is it? It's like the tallest, it's like 3 inches, and then the rest of them are and I did run across like things that are called bookmarks. I did run across some bookmarks, and I said, well, shoot, those would be great for tags, you know. Okay, I think that's going to be quite pretty. I think that's got enough decorative bits on that side. I like that. I think that turned out good. If it's got a little bit of foil on that, and then you can write all over the back side. And I hope my glue's dried enough now that where I can, and see, that's what I'm talking about with those tall, skinny papers like that. You know, that's going to be my tag for my tall, not so skinny journal. Because these here are 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4, and that journal is 6 inches wide by 12 inches tall. So I still have an inch where I can, you know, put a topper on it. But I just want to round the corners on it. I'm going to let it dry a little bit more overnight. Oh, that's the wrong size, the corner. And it will stiffen up greatly. It's still a little wet in the middle. So it's still a little flimsy. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about I want to do for that journal. Just take the papers and fold them together. That's meant to be a tall, skinny journal. But I'm going to use the tall, skinny journal pages to decorate with my stickers and floral bits like that. Kind of like a collage type on one side, and then you have the written spaces on the other. I think that's going to turn out to be good. I like it. This one is part of that Melina 1202 on Etsy. You remember I was telling you about this, just the floral backgrounds. That was 400 pages that I've worked my way almost through 300. It was the set that I printed was numbered 300 to 400. I've worked my way through that, so now I got to go 200 to 300, you know. So I just opened up the one, and I said, well, I'm just going to print all these. And I printed them all on just regular copy paper, 20-pound copy paper, just because at that point in time, I was intending on, you know, like I said, using the floral bits, making tags and whatnot out of just those. And we've done a bunch like that. Actually, I've made 2 whole projects, I think, out of just the tags and pockets and page hangs from that kit. But yeah, so I think that's going to be pretty to do that. And see, and then you have this whole big side here to journal on, and it's still got some decorative bits on it. I like that a lot. Oh, that journal is going to be so fun, y'all. So, like, the first one. I think it's like the second or third journal that I did on my video on my channel. So I did what was it? The burlap and lace journal, and I overdid the papers on that. Way overdid the papers on that, but it was pretty. I don't know. It was like the cardboard cardstock thing. You can go back and look. It's like, I don't know, like a process build video, like somewhere in March of 24 this year. So, but yeah. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to call it a video for today. I just wanted to try this, because that's how I'm wanting to do up, you know, pretty much. And I'm not even going to call them tags, just big journal cards to go in that. And I'm probably wind up putting one on every page, because the one that I'm going to print them on, it'll be my 40-pound printer paper, which is what I normally print my, like my journal papers on, my journal. This was just, you know, like I said, on regular copy paper. I just wanted to see how that would look. I think that's going to be cute to do it up like that. You know, do the collage bits on one side, because it's going to have florals and stuff on it anyway. Some of them I might not even have to put nothing on. Just glue it together, and hopefully, if it's too decorated up, I'll have to put, you know, a strip down I'll put a strip down the middle of it, about 3 inches wide by about 10 inches, just to have a journal space on the back of them if they're too decorated. But yep, that's what we're doing for that journal, for the tall, not so skinny one. So in let's see, tomorrow's video we'll get our journal pages sewn in and put our pockets in, and we'll get that the grungy butterfly journal decorated up tomorrow. So we got all of our pockets, our tags, and our journal card bits. So everything is done and ready to go for this journal. So we are good to go. All we got to do is sew the pages in it and get the gluing. So that's what we're going to do in tomorrow's video. I know we didn't do a whole bunch today. It wasn't really, you know, all of that pressing it and entertaining, or maybe, but yeah, so that's what we're doing in tomorrow's. We'll get that video done, get our journal decorated up. I think that is going to be really pretty with just the coffee dye paper, for one thing. See, look, with the belly bands. Oh, I like that. Now, I may have messed up. Got my journal cards too wide. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, yes. There we go. See, that's pretty. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Oh, that's going to be so fun, y'all. I can't wait. Okay. I'm going to put it up. If not, I'll be sitting here and I'll have it done, put all together off camera, and tomorrow's video will be a flip through. Instead of a decorate my journal with me type thing. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for putting up with me and my nonsense. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your crafting. Enjoy your family. And we'll talk at you tomorrow.